Welcome guys to an Overwatch gameplay yet again. Something different of course from all the Radiant Dawn that we're playing currently as I continue to make the house all better. Last time we ended up speaking over a little bit too high game sound, speaking about Breath of the Wild, which I'm very anxiously anticipating, but we know it's still not until next year, so there's not much point talking about it more now. This time round, however, I want to speak about Overwatch because it seems a bit rude to make a gameplay of a game and not really speak about it as the main focus, isn't it? Isn't it indeed? Well, as we lead some shots here, knowing that someone's going to run up the stairs and take them out nice and easy, I'm playing as Pharah on King's Row. If you do not know the game, I'll give you a brief synopsis of it and its game modes. Of course, last time I said that it's made by Blizzard, and they're trying to suck me back into one of their games again, but it's a really nice Team Fortress-esque game to play. 21 characters, of which fit into 4 character archetypes: support, defense, attack, and well, your tank characters, which I mostly play as, to be honest. If you look at my playtime, or if you find me on any site, you're pretty much mostly playing as tanks, as Becca mostly plays supports, because we're more or less forced to by teams, by players just picking mainly attack and defense. And if you look at the moment, I'm on a real tear. That was a really nice knockback with Pharah, and I'll easily pick up these kills as well, because they're against the wall. The splash is going to get them no matter what. I'm really hitting these shots, or at least hitting near enough to do a nice amount of damage. Saying that, let's run away and dodge the charge of the Reinhardt there. But yeah, mostly forced to play as tank characters and supports due to, well, other people picking and our desire to try to win. Saying that, my win rate's actually pretty low. It's not even 50%, because most people say they fall around 50%. It is not too far off, but I lose more games than win, which is a sad fact. 44% win rate, I think, at the moment. But to be honest, I usually pick up gold medals every single game. So does Becca playing a support, but that's almost guaranteed with the healing stat she puts out. So we just kind of stick together, try to fill in the gaps of a team and try to make it a complete team, and try to take our team to victory, which is a bit weird at times, because sometimes you're going, oh my goodness, do play with no common sense, but other times it's a nice, fun, even kind of battle where everyone seems to know roughly what they're doing with their characters. Speaking of which, I'm trying to move away from all the tank characters I keep playing by necessity and playing more assault and defense characters so I can learn them as well, because 21 characters gives you a lot of things to learn and a lot of ultis to pull off. Less forced by Diva ulti to go over the wall to make sure we dodge the explosion. We pick up those two. The McCree with the Pocket Mercy that seems to only be healing or damage boosting the one person, leaving all their tanks to keep running up like this, all alone, trying to actually take the point, and because of it, easily getting picked off by everyone else. Bit of a bad teamwork, you've got to say, on the other time. Mind you, if you can pop High Noon, as I stopped the other guy using it in the other episode, you don't need anything else. Such an easy ultimate. McCree is slightly overpowered at the moment and is in line for a nerf, as PC has already started nerfing him. So with 1 minute 40 on the clock, let's get back there. But yeah, great game. It's basically got a couple of attack modes, one of which is called Assault, where you basically try to take one of these capture points here, as both teams trying to take it. We've got your kind of, well, escort the payload, which you'll see in a second, and you've got a hybrid game mode as well, where you have to do this first, so defend a point and then escort a payload, which is exactly what we're playing right now, so you'll see as it develops if they manage to take the point before we force them into overtime and their eventual defeat. As again, she gets caught up by a Hanzo ultimate there. What an annoying one to get caught by at times, and he just used his deflect so he couldn't bounce it back. But yeah, this is the thing. There's so many characters in this, there's so many different abilities. It's amazing they've managed to have a semblance of balance at all, considering it. So many different heroes, so many different ways to play, that if you don't start to play as all of them, you won't really understand their capabilities and what they can do against you. There's some great Genjis out there, for example, and he's used a lot in supposedly competitive play and can completely destroy. Again, another tank left on his own, but this time getting a heal, which means that he can be effective. It's surprising, isn't it, when you stop pocket healing someone? Mainly because your pocket healing guy is getting killed apart from you. To be honest, that's why I've switched and trying to line up an ultimate right now, but realizing I can probably just kill her. But unfortunately, McCree's getting his High Noon up again, which is going to cause another death for me. not so fun. Not really getting to use my ultimate to the full extent, but 1-for-1 trade is probably the best we can hope for with an ultimate used on each side. It worked out in the end, I guess, but it took away my DPS capabilities because Pharah is quite good versus all the characters we're currently facing off against. There are people that can shoot at me when I bounce up into the sky. They aren't definitely accurate, and if they're not a good shot, I can rain a lot of death and destruction, but that is overtime, but that is a point that was easily going to be taken. And rushing in would have been a fool's errand. Knowing when to retreat is a good thing. So, even though it's only got a couple of game modes, because it's got those 21 character classes, it is... no two maps are the same because you'll always be facing a different combination of enemies. But again, now we've got the D.Va probably changed to that Zarya. Zarya's actually one of my most successful characters and one of my most played. Roadhog is my most played by far, and then it supports like Mercy. So you can see what kind of character setup I've got, and it's kind of affected my kill-death ratio, if I have to say it that way, but not that we really care about that. It's all about the team play and trying to win the objective. So I'm, of course, trying to slay out and just keep people off of it as much as I can. A nice knockback there, make sure I stay alive. And my ultimate is coming round. Notice the cogs in my head going. I'm making sure no one's around. And that's a successful flank, though maybe I didn't have to go so high in the sky to perform this move. So that's a direct hit triple. And a quad kill, because of course all kills are credited to you in this game, even if you did only a bit of damage and didn't get the killing blow. Which is great. Quad kill picked up. And I don't need that health pack because Becca's just healed me up completely and nicely. Why thank you. Now we're pushing the No More Omnics pain load back again. So there's a loose story behind Overwatch as well, which is always a bit weird, but hasn't really been fully revealed or utilized or told to us yet, and it's kind of hard to tell it in this way. Maybe they'll have single player missions set out in the maps at some point in time to be able to tell you a little bit of story, I don't know, rather than the cinematics that are around. But a beautiful drop the beat by Becca has pretty much saved our lives, as well as a knockback there. No one dies to the Zarya ult, and no one will die to the silly ape who doesn't seem to be able to control himself. He's hitting people, but people are just running away because do they want to be near a crazy ape when he's going around like that? No, they do not. Let's get back to protecting this payload, and more to the point, if you can flank, keep flanking. It's the fun bit about Pharah, she's pretty good for this map. But yeah, 21 characters, all different backstories. I can't believe they made the backstories in some senses. And so much gameplay to get out of it with all the different combinations. Some combinations of which are completely rubbish in terms of, well, one, you can get like loads of teams to play without any support or tank and they get crushed against a proper combination. Other combinations are pure cheese, like on defense on console, you can pretty much bring out 2+ Torbjorns and instantly win. It is near impossible to beat 4 Torbjorns and 2 Mercies. Not possible. They just get rezzed or molten core all the time. Their ultimates, they're insane. And there are some things that need to be nerfed. To be honest, I know it's the quick playlist, and they'll probably make more playlists in time because they're updating things as they go. Another flank success. But I would like them to put a character limit on things, to be honest. 2 Torbjorns is enough. 2 characters of the same one a game is enough. They're not going to do that for this, I don't think. So let's get that easy splash kill off the wall and work on just fending off the last time for the overtime. So I hope that gives you a nice gameplay to watch, as well as a random explanation of Overwatch. I'm just flinging things by ear. I didn't really have anything to talk about. I just wanted to bring you this gameplay because I thought it was a pretty good little play session as it, especially as we're going to keep flanking like this. No, you've got to lead the shots. The rockets have travel time. That's one of the great things about the heroes as well, is they all have different mechanics. Some people have hit scan bullets, some people have travel time. You've got to lead stuff, lead shots for some, others instant hits. You've got melee characters, you've got this, you've got that. The diversity is just going to keep the gameplay ticking, and they're going to add new maps and new heroes for free, which is pretty great. But a victory is gained. A victory is ours, and as I've wobbled on throughout this gameplay, we get our play of the game, which isn't my quad kill, but it is one of my deaths though. McCree. Nice and easy, super uber flashbang, fan the hammer, instantly kill a tank. When does the nerf come to console? When does it come? I'm really hoping to, because I'm really enjoying playing this game. It is a real big stress reliever. So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that gameplay, that little kind of bit about my thoughts about Overwatch and all that. Add your thoughts. Put them in the comments below. Please, tell me what you think of the game. I want to engage in conversation with you. And I'll see you around as more gold medals shine. Well, the most eliminations on Pharah yet, I think. I'll see ya. Bye-bye.